What's good, YouTube? It's your man, Turn Me Up. Tony back at it with another reaction video today. This one's gonna be a little bit of motivation, mixed in with a little inspiration, with a little bit of information. Nah, scratch that last part. Nah, but for real though, the title of this reaction video. The title of this video is The Art of Waiting Your Turn. That is right. So this is for all my people, whether if you're working a 9 to 5, you started that business, you're an athlete, you're in school, you started a YouTube, you do music, whatever it is that you do. This is called The Art of Waiting Your Turn. So without further ado, we about to get into the video. Let's get it.
I'm looking at everybody having a blast. People the same age as me in college, they going to parties, they going on trips, they with their friends, they making money. I'm sitting there dead broke, not having fun, not enjoying life. But I just waited my turn. I ain't really complain for real. I just waited my turn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it be. You know, while your friends is out there partying, they in the clubs, they messing with women, they doing anything. Yo, lock in. That's all it takes. I play basketball. And when I tell you that I wouldn't have gotten to the point where I played semi-pro if I never would have just locked in. You know, while all my friends was out partying, they was doing what they do, I was in the gym, working, striving. I'm still not where I want to be at, but I just know that if I just keep working, it'll happen. You know, you can't rush the process. You know, greatness takes time. Whatever it is that you do. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's called delayed gratification, which I'm pretty sure they're going to probably bring something like that up in this video because I remember seeing a little snippet, but delayed gratification is a real thing. Listen, all these parties, all these women, all these things, they're going to be there. Throw it out the window. Lock in. Keep grinding. And shout out to Duke Dennis, by the way. You see where he's at. It took him years to get to the point where he's at. You gotta just lock in.
Like, I just took my turn, fool. Now look at me, fool. It's people saying that about me now. You feel me?
Fact.
Wait your mother turn, bro. Your turn gonna come, bro. I promise you. Your turn might not be now. You might not be ready for it now. People be rushing for their turn.
You gotta wait your turn, because I let a lot of people, pass me, and I was sad. I would get like discouraged. But now that it's my time, I'm like.
And that's the thing that a lot of people do. Like, we get into this position where we like to compare ourselves to other people. We see other people doing better than us, so we automatically want to reflect on that and make it seem like, oh damn, my life is terrible. I'm not where I want to be because this person is on social media. They're achieving all their goals. They're doing whatever it is that they're doing. But you got to understand, everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is different. You know, we got to get out of this mentality that everything's a race, that we all have to meet this at a certain time. You know, everybody's journey is different. You know, some people don't be successful today in their 30s, today in their 40s. Not to say that it has to take that long, but it's just like you said, everybody's journey is different. And comparison is a thief of joy.
I say this time right here, it's gonna happen. But if it ain't your time right now, don't beat yourself up. Just wait your time. Right now, he taking you through some steps that you need to know.
The art of...
And that's the thing. God is never going to give you something that you're not ready for. If you're not ready for it mentally, spiritually, he's not going to give you anything you can't handle. So enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. To travel is better than to arrive. I got that quote from Step Up. Shout out to my dude Moose. But to travel is better than to arrive. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the setbacks, the failures, because you're going to show greater appreciation to when you get to where you need to be at. You know, it's all part of the process. Just wait your turn. You know, we all just got to just fall in love with just getting better each and every day. And eventually it'll happen. God is going to come right on time. It's going to be within his perfect time.
of waiting your turn. Most people don't even know how to wait an hour in
Oh.
between goon sessions. There is a lost art known as waiting your turn, delayed gratification, staying down until you come up, some call it. The whole world, myself included, seem to struggle with this as the days go by and the number of TikToks increase.
That's a
And, you know,
fact.
I want to blame it on TikTok since, you know, that's what most of us commentary channels do when there's any problem in today's world. But the truth of the matter is it comes from somewhere deeper. And TikTok honestly just amplifies and exposes this already forsaken reality. Let me explain to y'all the art of waiting your turn.
Oh, on.
The year was 1984. Before there was Lil Nas X's,
Hey,
there was
yo.
Dennis Rodman. The
Hey.
NBA was full of coke sniffing, disco dancing, African booty scratcher looking basketball players. Basketball was completely different. Shooting wasn't as important as it is today, and everybody was a force to be reckoned with. Yet at the ripe age,
Yo, let's just commend the fact that the 80s was just such a different time, bro. Look at the shorts, bro. Look at the shorts. All the way down, bro. If you had ashy kneecaps, bro, it was over for you. You was getting roasted for like at least a month straight. My man's had the flat Converse, bro. Listen, they weren't tweaking ankles back then. Bro, these niggas played in summertime gym shoes. That these look like something you find in Zoomies. I never see nobody hooping these. And look at them, bro. All of them, they mean business, bro. So shout out to 80s basketball.
age of 21, this one young man had the whole league shook. This young man stood out above the rest. He jumped out the gym. He contorted his body in ways others couldn't. It was almost like he was soaring through the air. People feared him despite him not being extremely tall or muscular. That guy's name was John Cena.
I don't see anybody. Was that supposed to be funny? There's literally nobody on the screen.
No, I'm playing. It was Michael Jordan. All Michael Jordan wanted to do was win games, bets, and more importantly, championships and trophies.
Yeah, Michael Jordan
His
was
only
competitive.
problem was he was a little undersized muscle-wise, and his teammates were a little booty cheeks. So he needed to learn when to hold the ball and when to pass the ball. So he started working out. He found ways to innovate and become a master of his craft. And he ultimately elevated and became the person he needed to be. And in
He
1990,
was booming on it. Jordan, when Jordan couldn't get past the Pistons, bro, he came back a whole nother animal. People tend to forget that it took Jordan 7 years to win his first championship. 7? You know how long that is? 7 years. So every year he had to be consistent with his diet, with his workout, with his training, with his mindset, with his body, to be year after year to get to this one goal, and that was an NBA championship. Delayed gratification. And that's what anything you do in life, business, music, whatever it is that you do, you got to just stay 10 toes down and just keep going and believe in it year after year after year. As long as you put in the work, God will make it happen. But faith without works is dead.
91. Years later, he went on to three-peat, winning 3 NBA championships back-to-back, winning finals MVP all 3 times. Took a year off, came back, and did the exact same thing. And what always stuck out to me about MJ was that he had to be Michael Jordan, the Black Cat, Air Jordan, for 7 years straight before he even got his first championship. If he would have slacked in that 7-year period or going, I'll just cruise by, as a lot of players do because they get millions of dollars and that's what they've been waiting for their whole life is money. If he would have said, I'm just going to cruise until it's my turn, he would have missed his window. He would have never got a shot at a championship, I'm sure. But he instead gave his all at all times, no matter which game, no matter which practice, no matter who it was. And that's what separated him from everyone else. I feel like in today's world, a lot of people confuse being ready with God being ready. Just because you are ready doesn't mean it's your turn. That's why it's called waiting your turn.
Like you said, there's a lot. It's a refinement process that you have to go through. There's some things that you have to build on your character. See, some people, they want the money, they want the success, and you might not be able to handle that. So there's a lot of things in your character and that you have to know as a person to just build and understand so God can bless you with those things. So you just won't squander it. You know, so like I said, it comes down with slow and steady wins the race. The turtle always wins the race. It's not about how fast you get there, but if you go there slowly but surely and you just stay consistent, persistent, you don't have a fixed mindset, but you have a growth mindset, bro, you can achieve anything. But you gotta wait your turn. You have to understand, bro, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And God will only give you what you can handle.
Most of us get caught in that your part because we all have a sense of entitlement, and that ends up clouding our judgment and vision. Another big part of waiting your turn is trusting in yourself, because a lot of the times while people are waiting in line for their turn, they end up getting tired of waiting. They try to find somebody farther ahead who got in line earlier, or they just flat out go home and say, I don't even feel like eating no more, I'm gonna just go to the vending machine. And it all stems from a lack of trust in self, because if you trusted in yourself like Michael Jordan, you would be fine waiting 7 years, less or more, because you know you already have it. It just takes its own time.
It takes its own time. Thank you. See, the thing is, a lot of you just want to just give up and throw in a towel when something is just not, you're not reaping the rewards and benefits. You go on a fitness journey, say you trying to lose 30 pounds, you expect to lose that within a week. And then you want to go back to eating all these different sweets and junk food and then setting yourself back up for failure, starting over. Like I said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know, you appreciate the journey. You know, if you have everything handed to you at the timely manner that you want it, how would you show true appreciation for it? You think the person who makes a living, who wakes up and they put in the extra grind, they put in the work to earn their money in corporate America, shows more appreciation for somebody who just gets money handed to them? We see it all the time. People who are entitled to money, they show a lack of appreciation than people who actually have to put in the groundwork to receive that. You know, it's your reward system. You know, there's two hearts in life. There's the heart of being comfortable and not reaching any of your dreams and not reaching any of your goals. And then there's the heart of slow and steady. It might take a little bit of time. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be failures. There's going to be closed doors along the way. But as long as you appreciate the journey, you keep going. Yes, it might be hard, but it's a lot more rewarding. So always keep that in mind.
To manifest in the physical. And most give up in between this waiting period. One person that did not, though, however, is one of our favorite guys to glaze these days. South Carolina's very own Duke Dennis. Shout out, I'm also from South Carolina, so shout out. I see so many people online talk about him like he's an overnight success, and they have some sort of jealousy because they don't have what he has. Little do they know it has nothing to do with the material, though. You know, it's like people are in line and they see that he's finally got to the front of the line. He's eating, he has all the most delicious food, and he's getting full. He's having a fun time. But little do they know this man was sitting in line before half of us was even born. That is not a joke to say he's old. I know it sounds like that, but genuinely, I was born in 2000.
Nah, they be calling Duke, bro. 31 is not old. He does come off like a YN, like somebody that's in their early 20s, mid 20s, but you know, 31 is not old. It's still fairly young. That society gotta stop. Like, we gotta stop that as society. 30 is not old. You still get into it. You still figuring out things. You're still setting a solid foundation up for yourself and your family. You know, even in the Bible, it says a young man is between the ages of 18 and 50, I believe. You know, when you start getting senior citizen discounts and you start getting special treatment, and then you look like, yes, come on. That's when society will treat you as someone who's an elder. But 31 is not old. And the way we living in time, listen, a lot of these 50-year-olds, they look like they in their 30s. A lot of these people that's in their 60s, they look like they in their 40s. People in their 30s looking like they in their 20s. Listen, we living in a new time. Things is changing. But people be trying to call Duke for that.
This man was born in 1990 something. So Duke from 2016 all the way up until about 2021 would just stream and upload videos of 2K.
Yo, dude, what's good, dog? It's your boy Duke. Dennis. Y'all don't even know me yet, but y'all don't know me.
But he was in the trenches for most of his life and half of his YouTube career.
For me last night to my boy, you ain't the best stretch big. I said, I don't care, but I'm getting straight green buckets.
Duke at the age of 23 was sleeping on his mom's couch in a beat trailer, no job, no huzz, and to put the cherry on top, he watched his cousin take his last breaths by the hand of another nigga over a misunderstanding.
Bad, man.
Start shooting at me. Me and Dre linked up, bro. And I told Dre, bro, I was like, bro, I said, bro, I think he dead, bro. When I finally get up to him, he land on his stomach, bro. The nigga shot my cousin in the back, bro.
Nah, it's sad that he had to go through that, you know, the emotional trauma. So it goes to show you, like, bro, everybody has a humble beginnings. Everybody goes through some type of fire, you know, before they get to where they need to be at. You know, this man, it took him years. You know, he had to deal with emotional trauma. He had to deal with being broke. Girlfriend left him. All these different things happening. And then look what happened. You know, he's successful. He's glowing. You know, he's talked about, you know, he's popping, and that's all glory to God. You know, God can exalt you, but you got to go through a refinement period. You got to go through the trials, the tribulations, the persecution, and to eventually get to where you need to be at, because that's all part of your story. It's all part of your journey. Essentially, that's what everybody's brand is. Where did you come from? Where are you going? And then how did you get there? Ooh! I'm fake cutting.
This was all in the midst of him uploading 2K videos. He literally was the most down bad you could be. L after L. They just kept coming. It seemed like there was nothing good coming for him.
About a month in, I had got my first letter. The letter was from my girlfriend, bro. It's over. I'm in the army. I am sitting here going crazy. I'm like, baby, don't leave. Not when I need you the most. Don't leave, though. You know what I'm saying? Please.
But he kept his eyes focused on his vision. He kept uploading every single day for 2 years straight, no breaks. He continued to wait his turn. I'm sure after all that, he felt like he deserved a break. And to be fair, he did. Like I said, just because you're ready, and even sometimes you think you're ready, that don't mean the universe is ready to give you what it's going to give you.
That man was uploading every single day for 2 years. In the midst of his girlfriend leaving him in the army and all the things that he was going with. You know how hard that is to be optimistically, like, just fixed on the fact that on a goal so much that even through the midst of all your trials and all your troubles, the fact that you sitting here and say, you know, I'm still going to upload it because I still see this vision. You know how many people probably clowned him and probably doubted him? Saying, bro, oh, you still on that YouTube, man. You still uploading them videos and doing stuff like that, bro. He had to endure through all that. It's not, success is not for the faint of heart, man. It's not for the weak. You know, and that's not just with success. That's with anything you want in life. It's going to be hard. It's going to take time. It's never going to come easy to you. If it comes easy to you, it was never worth it. And if it definitely comes easy to you, you'll never really truly appreciate it. So just enjoy it. Enjoy the process. Delayed gratification. We going to go home with a key takeaway word. Delayed gratification.
Duke kept going, and by 2K19, so that would be late 2018, going on to 2019, he was one of the biggest content creators in the 2K community. But even still, the same way how Michael Jordan made it to the NBA, but he didn't get the championships he wanted, it's almost the same story with Duke Dennis, because although he was big in the 2K community, it wasn't nothing like how he is known outside of 2K. People know him for motivational talks, for just looking good, for just getting girls basketball, etc. He was just known specifically for 2K, and on a broad scale, he still wasn't that big. Until one day he shot that one video with Kai.
When you see a baddie at the party,
they changed my life right there.
I don't
When
get it.
woke
What
up
happened?
The next morning, I had actresses, WNBA players, female artists, Instagram models.
What happened?
Everybody. DMing me. No cap.
He waited his turn. This was after a lot of people would have got complacent because they already felt like they made it. He already made it out good. He already was touching 100K a month, but he still kept going because the mission wasn't over. And look at him now, to having no car, being cheated on, feeling ugly, being broke. After waiting your turn, all the curses would then turn into gifts. Everything he went through prepared him for what was coming towards him. But you also realize, since you just kept your head down and you kept going, you kept working, you don't even realize however long it is that it takes you to get to where you're going, because you were just so in love with the process and the journey. If you don't prepare yourself to receive what you have, if you don't suffer, then you're not going to be able to appreciate your gifts and what God has blessed upon you.
Exactly.
Getting off, I'm working on myself. Doing work, getting off, working on myself. I'm grinding 2K, and now, you know what I'm saying, 2K17, 2K18, 2K19, 2K20. Hey, I went hard, and now I'm in a position. Look where I'm at.
Look where he at.
Look at my life right now.
Look where he at. That's all it takes. Hard work and dedication. I know it's the most cliche thing, but that's it. That's the formula. People always want to know, like, and ask, like, what is the formula to success? You know, they ask all these celebrities, and all these celebrities will tell you hard work and dedication. I mean, some did some other stuff, if you know what I mean. But for the real ones who are genuine, who have a strong foundation within God, they will tell you it was just hard work, believing in God and believing in the vision and the promises that he bestowed upon you, and you acting accordingly on those things. That's all it took. Like he said, he fell in love with the process so much he didn't even realize how much time even went by. That's how it is sometimes. Sometimes, you know, time flies and you just realize, damn, how did I get here? And you just realize because you just been so caught up in the process. And that's how a lot of these people are, bro. It's just for the love.
It might not happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? It might take 5 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years. It might take a little long, but that's how you really know who want it.
I remember I heard somebody say that God is delayed gratification and the devil is instant gratification.
That's a fact.
Ultimately, the universe tests you before it gives you what you want to make sure you learned all the lessons to not only maintain what you get, but again, to appreciate it. And this is normally what gets a lot of people a lot of the times. Right when all they got to do is dig one more inch into the ground to get the gold, they give up. Or they take the temptation from the guy saying, yo, come this way, I found a little bit of gold over here. Instead of just focusing on this one wall right here, you just dig one more inch deeper. The gold's right there, but you let somebody come and take you, yo, come on, bro, I got a job for you, bro. I know you're broke right now. Come, bro, I got this job for you. You let your parents, you let everybody else, you let all these voices, this temptation stop you when you're this shy of getting what you want. It low-key reminds me of the 2016 XXL freshman class. I remember
y'all remember that? The 2016 XXL freshman class? You know, everybody was trashing them, saying that it was dirt. And it's like a lot of them is set the foundation for what the current sound is today. Especially like Lil Uzi, Yachty, 21 Savage, like Kodak. Like, it's crazy. It seemed like 2016
first came out, them as a whole, the hip hop world collectively really just hated them. You know, they were different. They called them the mumble rappers, or they said they were a little too feminine, like, you know, Uzi, and just all these things because they went against traditionally what was. They essentially were trying to gatekeep them from entering the hip hop sphere because they were in fear of them ruining it, when realistically they were just changing and evolving the rap game. A lot of your modern day rappers today were heavily inspired and influenced by them. If they didn't kick the door open, it's a good chance that most artists today wouldn't even be around. And that was the temptation, the instant gratification, because they could have let the noise win, taken that and got instant validation from the OGs, the fans, the charts, the money, the success. And some did do that. They did whatever all the, you know, white viewers and the consumers wanted to hear, like a Lil Pump who did what every.
And when you do what everybody else want to do, it's like the success could come fast. Whoa, Paul, whoa! The success could come fast, but when you stay true to yourself and you're authentic to your truest like form and your purest form, even though it might take a little longer, you know, you actually reap the rewards from it a lot more. When you're just doing all this, that's the thing with music. When all these rappers want to sound like or want to hop on what's hot and do what everybody else is doing, they don't last as long. Notice how the rappers that last long are the ones who treat their craft serious, they're true to themselves, and they're true to their art form. And they might not be as popping and always in the outlets and on this vlog and in this music video and got a #1 hit, but they got a steady, strong fan base that rocks with them because they're authentically themselves. And you know, like I said, it takes longer for the ones who authentically want to be themselves. So always keep that in mind. Whenever it is that you do, just make sure that it is 100% you and you're not just copying the next wave on what's hot, because you're just going to fizzle out. You're just going to fizzle out. People can see when they're being bamboozled and being finessed because people just want to just jump on opportunities so it can benefit them in their career.
Everybody else wanted to see instead of evolving and finding his own sound over time. But look at how far their careers went over the 2016 XXL freshmen who came up at the exact same time as them. Although at first it looked like a failure and it was extremely painful being them at that time, it was essentially an uphill battle. The war was ultimately won. They waited their turn, and that's why we still know their names today and cop their music. Wait your turn. Stop looking at everybody else's plate or getting angry because you see everybody else eating. Don't let the hunger trick you out your spot, because not only will somebody else take your spot as soon as you leave it, but trust me when I say you will look back and realize that if you would have just waited a little bit longer, it would have been your turn.
And that's a fact. Wait your turn. That is the message of the day. Stay 10 toes down, keep working, keep grinding, and it'll all pay off. Keep putting your faith in God, and He's going to make it happen for you. It may not be now, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next month, it may not be a year from now, 2 years from now, it might be 10 years from now. But you in your mind, you gotta understand what it is that you're trying to do. And you got to find that genuine love for it. As long as you love what you do and you love the process and you know that eventually you're going to get to where you need to be at, it will all make sense. It will all come together. But you just got to just trust the process and keep going. The art of waiting your turn. Don't focus on anybody else. Tunnel vision on God, yourself and your goals, and the people who are supportive enough to help you achieve those. So with that being said, we just got through another video today. I just want to give all the praises to the Most High God and His one and beloved Son, Jesus Christ. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be reacting to more videos all 2025. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below your thoughts, your concerns, any ideas, anything you want me to react to. I'm open to it. We're going to steer this in the direction of what you guys want to see from me. What do you guys want to react to? Current events, music, podcasts, whatever, sports, whatever it is. We're going to be doing it all 2025. So y'all just tuned in with another video with Turn Me Up Tony. And it's been real. I appreciate y'all for watching this video. And till next time, peace.